Hi, today I will be talking about carboxylic acid, its properties, how to prepare it, and what type of reaction it can participate in order to produce different types of either carboxylic derivatives or different type of aldehydes or ketones. So first of all, what is carboxylic acid? Like the name suggests, carboxylic acid is an acid, and it reacts very strongly with soluble substances. And carboxylic acid, um, carboxylic acid is very stable if there's an acyl group attached to it, and usually its acidity is affected by the structures. What does that mean? Well, if the structures are attached to multiple halides elements such as fluorine or chlorine, the carboxylic acid tends to be more acidic compared to, let's say, if it attached to a metal. And also, if something that is strongly strongly activating, such as strongly activating substances, such as, let me think about this, methyl is weakly activating. We have different type of aldehydes. Aldehyde is a strongly deactivating group, and it would make the substance less acidic. But something strongly activating, like an alcohol or any type of alcohol derivatives, will make the benzene to be more activated and hence make it become more acidic. And how do we prepare carboxylic acid from the start or from scratch? Well, there's multiple ways of doing it. You can use alkenes reactions, such as KMNO4, with if you put it in hotly concentrated solution. It will depends on what you started with. It will produce some type of ketones, and it can be produced in OH, usually OH if there's an H attached to a double bonds or an alkenes. Or you can use oxidation. Specifically, you can use sodium dichromate and then treat it with strong acids such as H2SO4. This will oxidize a carbonyl that have an hydrogen, or no, it will oxidize an aldehyde and then turn it into a carboxylic acid. Or if you start with, let's say, CH2 attached to an OH and it's not a carbonyl, if you treat it with sodium dichromate and H2SO4 or sulfuric acid, it will turn this into a primary alcohol into an aldehyde, carboxylic acid. Or you can use Dess-Martin pyridinium, which basically reacts with alcohol and turn it into carboxylic acid. Not turn it into a carboxylic acid, but depends on is the group that attached to it in the beginning as well. And or you can start with Grignard. You can use Grignard if you treat it with CO2 as well as H3O4, H3O plus, an acid. This also become carboxylic acid as well. And one more ways of doing it is hydrolysis of nitriles. Or nitriles is basically a carbon attached to a nitrogen, and you can turn it into a carboxylic acid by reacting with NaOH, sodium hydroxide. water as well as H2O plus or an acid. In acid conditions, this will turn it into a carboxylic acid as well. So there's multiple ways of doing it.